April 2014, it started raining, I believe on around the 29th. And began raining, and it rained for approximately a day and a half. And depending on the location in Escambia County, there was anywhere from 22 to 26 inches of rain fell in that period. And the ground had already been saturated. We'd had quite a bit of rain leading up to that. So as a result, we had some significant flooding and flood damage that occurred throughout the county.
We had roads that were washed away. We had significant impact all over. For me in District 4, Escambia County, and I think of 7 of the projects that you operated in, 5 of them happened here in District 4, most of them associated with this same water outflow that is behind me here, which is known as the Glenbrook Gully. It ties into the Gatewood ditch, and it really drains all of Ferry Pass, a residential area.
Following the storm, Escambia County contacted the USDA's Natural Resource Conservation Service for assistance through the Emergency Watershed Protection Program, or EWP.
And the whole concept behind the EWP program is is a recovery program where we provide assistance to local sponsors after a disaster.
Escambia County received over $4.3 million from NRCS, but about just over $2 million was spent here in District 4.
This is the Gatewood Ditch project. The total cost on this project was $486,000. There's about 1,800 foot of concrete ditch from this end to this end that washed out. It was all replaced. This project protects the Johnson Avenue road down here and that box culvert, and the Essex apartments right next to us. This pond off to the left, it drains Olive Road and 9th Avenue. When this pond washed out and this whole bank, there were about 10,000 cubic yards of sediment that washed into the Glenbrook Gully, down grading it. This whole area in here had to be filled back in and restored, and there were 2 ponds at this location. We removed the center berm in between the 2 ponds and used that fill dirt here on site, and actually saved some money by using on-site fill dirt to restore these banks back to existing condition.
Federal tax dollars are invaluable to our community. Our community could not have sustained this impact that happened to it on its own. We needed the additional monies to be able to recover, to put ourselves back right. Our budget could not have sustained, it was not sustainable for us to be able to take all the impacts that we received. That would have been a significant strain on Escambia County's budget if we had to sort of self-insure ourselves and cover all those costs. Those federal dollars were invaluable to us getting back up on our feet, to us establishing what we need to for both our citizens in our neighborhoods, but also for our environmentally sensitive areas like Escambia Bay. By all means, we believe any municipality or county or parish should look at any way they could to partner with NRCS. This was important for us. We would not have been able to get back on our feet like we were without it. NRCS was a great partner, and I would highly encourage and recommend that any community find a way to partner with them in the sense of recovery. These things, you can't control these natural disasters and what happens. You can only pick up the pieces afterwards, and we could not have done that without NRCS.
But it is probably one of the best ways we spend tax dollars that you can ever come up with, because it is truly giving back to the communities what they put out to begin with. And to me, it is one of the best ways to do it.